All right. Now we're doing W3Schools HTML tutorial, HTML, HSL, and HSLA colors. All right. So HSL stands for hue, saturation, and lightness. HSLA color values are an extension of HSL with an alpha channel. We did this on the RGB one, where it was RGBA. The alpha channel affects the opacity, and we'll get into that in just a little bit. So now we're going to talk about this HSL color values thing. In HTML, a color can be specified using hue, saturation, and lightness, HSL, in the form HSL, and in parentheses we'll put hue, comma, saturation, comma, lightness. So it's basically like a function. So hue is a degree on the color wheel from 0 to 360. 0 is red, 120 is green, and 240 is blue. So imagine a color wheel, imagine a circle here. We've got red up here at 0. We've got green over here at 120, and then we've got blue over here at 240. So red, green, blue on this color wheel. Okay, saturation is a percentage value, all right? 0% means a shade of gray, and 100% is the full color. Okay, we'll look at that in just a second. Lightness is also a percentage value. 0% is black and 100% is white. So we're going to experiment by mixing the HSL values below. Okay, so like the imaginary color wheel up here, we've got we've got red at 0, then we'll go to 120, right around there, green, and then we'll go to 240, right around there, blue. Okay, saturation is a percentage value. 0% means a shade of gray, and 100% means the full color. So 100% right here, full color. Okay, so it just turns it gray. All right, cool. So I wonder if it turns it a different gray per color. Not really. All right, cool. So now we're on to lightness. Let's bring it back to up there. So lightness is a percentage value. 0% is black. 100% is white. So we've got white. Well, I've got this screen darkener on, so it's going to make it black up to this point, I guess. And then it makes it totally black right there, right? So imagine that's white, and then it also makes it black. Awesome. So now we've got that, and here's the examples right here. Let's try it ourselves. Basically, we're going to say style equals, and then we'll have in these quotes, we'll say background hyphen color, what is that? The colon, HSL, and then we'll do 0, 100%, 50, and that's going to make this right here. And then it doesn't have the HSLA, but I'm sure we'll see it in a second. So here's that. Saturation. Saturation can be described as the intensity of a color. 100% is pure color, 0 shades of gray. 50% is 50% gray, but you can still see the color, and 0% is completely gray. We can no longer see the color. All right, cool. So that's what we did before up there. So this is the full thing. This is half. This is all gone. All gone? Yeah. 100 to 0 right there. Cool. So let's try it ourselves. And it's the same thing. It's just now we're messing with this middle number. Let's come over here. We're going to talk about lightness. The lightness of a color can be described as how much light we want to give the color, where 0% means no light, just straight black. 50% means 50% light, neither dark nor light. And 100% means full lightness, so straight white. So here's this, and like before, the screen darkener is making this white black. But you get the idea, hopefully, because you can probably see it on your screen. Let's look at the example. Same thing as before. We're just messing with the third one here. All right. So shades of gray are often defined by setting the hue and saturation to 0 and adjusting the lightness from 0 to 100 to get darker, lighter shades. Okay, so let's look at that right here. And that's basically what they're doing, all zeros, and then they're just messing with this and making that right there. Cool. So there's that. And then HSLA color values. HSLA color values are an extension of HSL color values. with an alpha channel, which specifies the opacity for the color. An HSLA color value is specified with HSLA with a hue, saturation, lightness, and also the alpha channel at the end. The alpha parameter is a number between 0, which is fully transparent, and 1, which is not transparent at all. We're going to experiment by mixing the HSLA values below. All right, cool. So we've got this color right here. And if we do the alpha, boom, just like that. This right here is going to be just like this, where we can see the squares through it. And this right here is just like this, where we can't see anything through it. It's just all filled in. All right, and that seems to be the end of that. So now we're on to HTML styles CSS. And we'll see you next time.